Long hurdles race 2. It's the 400 meters as we return here to Miami. Grand Slam Day 2. Go through the lane assignments. After being in lane 1 for the first race, Anna Hall gets a really big head start this time around out there in lane 8.
Yeah, I like her in lane 8. She can open up those big strides and really see what she can do. This is Andranet Knight of Jamaica. She was second to Sid in the 400 hurdles, has run on 4x14s for Jamaica, so she is familiar with running good 400s.
And there's Shamir Little, who just missed out on the Olympic team, got gold in the 4x4. Some people thought because she tried to qualify in the 400 and the hurdles, maybe cost her.
And here is the woman that a lot of people, one of the greatest athletes on the track. She's 3 times a world record holder over 400-meter hurdles, and she really wants to do special things in the 400 as well, John. So I think this gives her the opportunity to get the practice that it takes to be great at 400 meters as well.
As we said, she's the second fastest American ever in the flat 400 behind Sonia Richards-Ross. In there to lane 2, we've got Sarah Carley, twice an Olympian for Australia. She was 5th over the hurdles in the opening race here of their series, their 2 events.
And rounding out the field, Cassandra Tate, now 34 years old, has been a staple of part of the 400 hurdles for a really long time. Tough lane draw for her, but she has a lot of experience.
That's a tight curve for everybody when they got to go around. Once around, no hurdles. I figure what? Give us 50 seconds. It'll be the best 50 seconds of your day.
A bit of a long hold there, but they're away safely. Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone moving up on Shamir Little, already out on the outside. We're watching for this battle for second place perhaps, and Anna Hall has started quickly down the back straight. Shamir Little now really moving up on Andranet Knight as well. So Little's really getting into this. Sydney's got somebody to work off here, chasing Shamir Little, perhaps holding her through that first 200 meters. Maybe a little bit breezy down the back straight, and now the stagger starts to unwind. Anna Hall on the outside in 8. Right there with Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, but when they come into the home straight, that's going to turn into a 3, 4, 5 meter lead. And away she goes now. The speed and the strength and the poise. Gliding down the home straight. Others are fighting behind her. Hall's trying to hang on ahead of Andranet Knight. It's going to be Sydney to take it. 49.7. And Anna Hall gets second place. The gap here was small, whereas in the 400 meter hurdles, Andranet Knight had 3.5 tenths, which is more like sort of 3 meters or so. Here, look at the gap. Hall fought hard. There's Sydney away. Closest to the camera, Hall outleans, outdips Andranet Knight, but the gap not big enough. This time, it was only 12 hundredths of a second, so it means the Jamaican will take second place.
I think Sydney looked pretty comfortable the entire way. 49.69 like that. I mean, that's something that she can feel happy about. What I like about Sydney is that the running position that she sets up in is very, very good. Very good range to the back, very good range to the front. Hips right in front of her. Very stable. You can do a lot of things with that type of running form. And she does do a lot of things with that kind of running form.
There's the champ, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. And Sonia, every time I see, it's like you really want to see somebody push her and get a good race. And
the women's 400-meter race at the Miami Grand Slam on May 4th, 2025, provided one of the most electrifying moments of the meet, showcasing elite speed, strategy, and raw athletic power. Coming off the hurdles events earlier in the day, athletes faced a grueling test of endurance and versatility. Lane assignments immediately set the tone for the race. Anna Hall, who had been in lane 1 for her first race, moved to lane 8, a position that allowed her to unleash her long strides and gauge her competitors. Alongside her were some of the most accomplished athletes in the world, making this 400-meter showdown a must-watch event. Among the key contenders was Andranet Knight of Jamaica, a seasoned competitor with extensive experience in both the 400 hurdles and 4x400 relay teams. Her consistency and tactical approach in 400-meter races made her a serious challenger. Shamir Little, narrowly missing an Olympic berth but carrying gold from the 4x400 relay, was another athlete to watch, determined to prove her versatility and strength over both hurdles and flat 400 meters. Cassandra Tate, at 34, brought years of experience and tactical wisdom to the field, despite a challenging lane draw that required navigating a tight curve early in the race. But the main attraction, and the athlete who drew the loudest cheers from the crowd, was Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone. A three-time world record holder in the 400-meter hurdles, she had already demonstrated exceptional speed in her previous race, running a world-leading 52.07 seconds over hurdles. This race presented her with a chance to showcase her prowess in the 400 meters flat, a race that combines endurance, speed, and mental precision. Entering lane 3, McLaughlin-Levrone immediately asserted control, taking the early lead with smooth, powerful strides that seemed almost effortless. As the athletes moved through the back straight, the battle for second place intensified. Hall surged, while Little and Knight battled for position, displaying impressive speed and resilience. McLaughlin-Levrone, however, maintained a commanding pace, her form impeccable, strong hips, a stable posture, and an efficient stride pattern that allowed her to glide ahead while others fought to keep up. By the final turn, the stagger unwound, and McLaughlin-Levrone had already established a clear advantage, her lead translating into a dominant finish down the home straight. Crossing the line with a time of 49.69 seconds, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone secured first place with remarkable ease. Hall finished a hard-fought second, while Knight claimed third, the margin between them narrow yet decisive. The win was not just a demonstration of her extraordinary talent, but a testament to her ability to excel across multiple events in a single competition. McLaughlin-Levrone's combination of speed, strength, and strategic running made her victory appear almost effortless, reinforcing her status as one of the premier athletes in women's track and field today. Beyond the winner, the race highlighted the depth of competition in the 400 meters. Alexis Holmes, Isabella, Nika Shaw-Price, Stacey Williams, and Amber rounded out the top 8, each delivering impressive performances and personal milestones. For the audience, the race was a showcase of technique, grit, and the fine margins that separate elite athletes from the rest of the field. McLaughlin-Levrone's victory also underscored her readiness for upcoming world competitions, where she is expected to face formidable rivals, yet remains a favorite to dominate thanks to her current peak form. The Miami Grand Slam continues to be a vital event for athletes to test their limits, experiment with pacing strategies, and prepare for the World Championships. With McLaughlin-Levrone setting the bar so high, the women's 400-meter field has new benchmarks to chase. For fans, this race was more than a competition. It was an exhibition of athletic mastery and competitive spirit, leaving everyone eagerly anticipating the next high-stakes encounter. As the meet progresses with semifinals in the 200 meters and other marquee events, spectators can expect more thrilling performances, record-breaking runs, and moments of pure track and field brilliance. In sum, Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone's 400-meter performance at the Miami Grand Slam was a masterclass in speed, precision, and championship composure. Her victory at 49.69 seconds not only secured the Grand Slam title, but also solidified her reputation as one of the greatest athletes of her generation, capable of excelling in both hurdles and flat sprints. For fans and aspiring athletes alike, the race offered inspiration, excitement, and a glimpse of what peak performance truly looks like on the world stage.